Bluetooth real quick. Yeah, I had to turn off my Bluetooth. Wasn't planning on uploading tonight. It's just random, man. My head started buzzing, body vibrating, and just felt like I had to say it, so I'm saying it. And it's in the title. It don't matter what you believe, man. It really don't matter. You look at, and I mean, it's right in front of our face. If you look at, you know, you got people who point out these award shows and how they've become so much darker and sinister. I don't even watch them no more. I used to click in every once in a while. At first, I used to watch them all the way through. Couldn't wait to catch it, And then, it'd be like, oh, a certain person performing, what I'm saying? I'll go check it out. And then, after a while, it's like, I don't even care if I miss it entirely. I don't even care to go on, YouTube or whatever and watch whatever performance I want to see because, y'all see the symbolism. Y'all see ritual being performed. Let alone the if anybody's seen footage of when CERN was first being opened up and that huge ritual, they got the big statue of Shiva the Destroyer, they had Pan and had, all these different patron saints of miners and everything. And, that whole deal, anybody who's watched anything on the Vatican, all these, centers of just evil and immense power that has so much sway over so many people that these people would defend to the death, that thing. And then you have everybody else that just, whether out of blissful ignorance or willful ignorance, you know what I'm saying? And just too afraid to accept that, hey, what's here is here and it's real. And, well, they just won't believe it until it slaps them in the face. And even then, they'll still say, what's happening? What's going on? It's obvious. They're telling you in so many ways what they believe and what they're willing to do to carry out those beliefs. So it don't matter if you claim to or you truly don't believe in, what's outside of ourselves or outside of this realm or reality or this plane or this dimension or however you want to say it. It is. Some of us kind of instinctively know it. We've had certain dreams. We've, just had certain thoughts, just maybe even a deja vu can trigger something. It don't matter what it is, but something innate in us tells us that there is more. And there's more inside of all of us that's trying to come out, that's being activated. Look at your okay? Your opposition, your spiritual opposition is what I say. That's why I mentioned those, that's because it's easier to reference that with the award shows and whatnot. They're letting you know. They make it in the form of a joke, certain commercials that do certain things, that have people, reptilian this and this and that, making a joke out of it. Just like everything else that, with predictive programming to desensitize us to a lot of things. And now a lot of us are going back to movies that we might have seen from the 70s or from the 80s or early 90s things, that all kinds of nuggets and what do you call it? Easter eggs and dots connecting like, holy crap. We would say, I recently heard this clip from this movie called They Live. I think it came out like 88. A lot of y'all probably seen it, and it was towards the end where this guy was, telling the human elite and everybody, we're on track. What I'm saying? You gave us resources. Your per capita has come up, 35% and blah, blah, blah. And, we've taken care of the rebel threat on the West Coast. We're winning, I didn't catch that, as the two main characters are walking in there, he said by 2025. Now, mind, this movie came out in 88, 89, I think. One of those in the 80s, late 80s. And he said by 2025 we will, have reached our goal or whatever. And that goal is enslavement of us regular folk in a sense, or and complete domination. And you see, this one group, what did they brought this archway a couple of years back, and they were touring it all over the world. It's like this archway, what I'm saying, that has something to do with Moloch, all the owl symbolism, all these different symbols that people, might have a cursory knowledge of. Now, just, I don't have TikTok, but there's a lot of TikToks and stuff that come out, and all kinds of people are just, it's the age of information. It's Aquarius, so things are coming out at a rapid pace. We got the World Wide Web, of course. What a web we weave, huh? If all these people who are, yo, what up, man? Oh yeah. What up, sharpshooter? Yeah, Michigan beat Alabama, man. You needed time. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I ain't even from Michigan, bro. I ain't even know they was. I ain't even know they was even in the championship until my lady told me. You know what I'm saying? I still see myself as an Illinoisan, a Chicagoan. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even know. But it's like, oh well. When in Rome. So hey, go blue. Sorry, sorry, Jew. You can't win them all, bro. Yeah, right. Y'all be serious with that, boy. What's it called? Riptide? Roll Tide? Is that it? Roll Tide or Riptide? Which one is it? They be at it, boy. And I think the reason why it's like, I think it's a former Michigan coach that coaches for Alabama now. Roll Tide, all right, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a former Michigan coach that coached for Alabama now, and I think that's what created the little rivalry or whatever, the fake bad blood or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't nothing too serious, but that's what it is. But nah, man, I ain't been posting in so long, bro, because I just really didn't feel the inspiration for it. But lately, you know what I'm saying, my head's been buzzing, bro. My whole body's been buzzing, man. And I wasn't planning on posting nothing tonight, but it just hit me. So, you see the title right there where it just say, it doesn't matter what you believe. And I got all those different symbols there for a reason. Let me see, what is that? A few years ago, we shut them out. It was like number one, number two. Oh, yeah. Alabama. Y'all won too many times, man. Y'all got to let somebody else win, bro. Alabama was like dominating. Y'all was like God tier, man. For real. Don't let the Midwest have it, man. The Midwest got to have something, man. Hell, even the Lions killing it, I see. But but yeah, so you got all these rituals being played out, and what do people do with rituals? It's no longer just happening in some dank basement or in the halls of the Church of Satan or anything. It's being played out for masses. I mean, you got people like Lil Uzi Vert. Y'all heard how he spoke. Y'all going to hell with me. Yeah, I worship the devil. What my man said he gonna be dead at 27. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't even know how old he is now, so I don't know if he misspoke or whatever. But the dude is telling people he ain't the only one. He just said the quiet part out loud. So, it reminds me of that movie Constantine. It's like, he's like, you see them, they see you. You don't gotta believe in them. They believe in you. And obviously it's something to it because there's a whole lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that's willing to put the rituals right in your face at their concerts. You know what I'm saying? You look at the geometric shapes with those laser lights and stuff, and, the frequencies that's going, people are being put in trance, the hand signals, the devil horns, and all those things. The things that's affecting people, they may not know it's affecting them now, but it's affecting them subconsciously, it's affecting their spirit, And as this practice becomes more overt, now mind you, this used to be stuff that was kept in secret because it wasn't ready yet. It's just like when some I reference movies a lot. Now people might be like, oh, you too watch too many movies. Well, now you're starting to see that the movies was predictive programming. You know what I'm saying? Because they gotta, that's laws of the universe. They gotta tell you what they're gonna do before they do it. They ain't gotta tell you directly. It's up to us to be, they could be like, hey, we told y'all, we showed y'all right here. Y'all chose not to believe it. You know what I'm saying? So you see that now. And all these exorcism movies, like I just watched this one called The Post Exorcist, and if y'all ain't seen it, I ain't gonna even spoil that. Yo, y'all go watch that movie, bro. The end of it and how it gets explained, it will gonna spark some inner debate or a debate with somebody else, or how y'all, what I'm saying, breaking open y'all books. But I know I keep, going off in tangents, but that's just how it is. It's off my chest, so I'm getting it off. All right. How they do these things. What was the purpose? Whether it be CERN or anything else, what's the purpose? It's to bring something out, just like that damn archway they was carting around the damn around to these different countries. It's to bring something out, to conjure something. And what do those things need? They need lots of sacrifice, lots of blood. It take you all the way back to the Old Testament. That's why I be questioning, who were the Canaanites really sacrificing all that blood to? What kind of holy God need that much blood? So who were they really sacrificing to? You know what I'm saying? In order to maintain the power that they had over the world, maybe up until this very day. Why so much blood? What does every war purpose serve? To serve who they serve. And what were they instructed to do? Kill everything. Except maybe the virgins. You know what I'm saying? Take the livestock. A lot of livestock needs to get sacrificed. And what do they say? Don't let your children pass through the fires of Molech. Don't sacrifice this. So who the hell was all these sacrifices for? And then the ultimate sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? Which was your Christ, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going according to, this is, Masters them, way of teaching, you know what I'm saying? But why a human sacrifice? The ultimate sacrifice, human. So if that was the last one, what the hell is all this blood sacrificing for? Who are they really sacrificing to? Who are all our dead soldiers sacrificed to? All the children just go missing. Where did that blood go? Who is it going to? And why is it the people, something that big, an international movement, you got all these agencies and everybody. They can RICO the hell out of O Block or anybody else. Why the hell they ain't RICO on all these politicians and all these government agencies or non-governmental agencies, the UN and all these, modern day royal families, you know what I'm saying, dynasties and, Clintons and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Why they not digging into them? Because they know. They know who they serve. The same one that the Canaanites were serving way back when. The Lord, which is just a title. It wasn't the Lord you think you was. And what do they say? The devil is the first one in the church. They say the first Christ is going to come as the Antichrist. So how do we know that the person that we're told to worship first here, right now, ain't the same evil one? And the one that's to come is not the deception, but the real one. Whether you call it an Anunnaki or whatever. You know what I mean? These are just questions I ask, but I digress. I go back to what the title was on. I just had to throw that up in there because it's all relevant. Because it's going to pose this question. Now that this stuff is so overt, and they got all these people doing these rituals, your favorite celebrities, who better, right? Wearing Egyptian regalia, all these things, the symbolism. And look at the state of the world. Whatever that they were sacrificing to and continue to sacrifice to and continue to do these rituals for and conjure up with the help of so many, I'm not going to say they don't know. They're just fans. It's just music. They're not thinking about the frequencies and things like that. They're not thinking about that. Hell, a lot of us didn't for a while, We might come across some books or something like that, and then we go on about our way. But somewhere down the line, there was a reason we hit that. Somewhere down the line, it was going to be useful again. And now we start to question because more and more of it is coming out. It's connecting. People are connecting. People are evolving, Something directly related with the sun and us is happening, and they're scared and they're trying to stop it. So, bottom line, just like with every movie you see, all these rituals being performed at your award shows or whatnot, that used to be done in secret, that's now being done in plain sight under the guise of entertainment, and then celebrities dropping like flies and all that. Whatever that they were calling on is already out. Look at how fast, at an exponential rate, how fast this world is declining. I ain't just talking about America. The whole entire planet. What up, 708 Harvey World? The whole entire planet going down the toilet, swirling down the drain, bro. We see it. It's happening fast, bro. I can't even pinpoint when it picked up. Was it 2001? Who remember that footage? In 2001, when that plane hit that building and that face formed in that smoke. Who the hell was that? Who was that? It was a bona fide face. Looked like it was wearing some tall crown or something. Like something from Star Trek or something, or Stargate or something. I don't know. Battlefield Galactica or something, man. What the hell was that? Y'all see all these sightings. Regular people, you know what I'm saying? Regular people got their cameras in, what the hell? Whole fleets of spaceships flying across Israel. You know what I'm saying? Spaceships over the Vatican. Just shoot up in the air. Spaceships in Cincinnati, Ohio, bro. Just sitting there hovering for 2 hours. Birds just freezing in mid-air. All these different, some of it is BS. I know, we saw some aliens. I know some of it is garbage, but some of that footage, bro, you can't fake that. It's coming from different accounts, different angles, different phones. All the different sounds that we're hearing out of the sky. What do y'all think that's coming from? It was just like I think I mentioned it in my last video. Why people are seeing what we're seeing. And I reference Mortal Kombat. As the other world was starting to merge with ours, you start seeing that world more. So all that, the astral realm and it would take something like LSD or mushrooms for your brain to be able to decipher that kind of frequency. But now that frequency is, oh yeah, Antarctica. That's a whole nother thing, bro. There's parts of Antarctica. Tanisha, what's going on? A big ass sinkhole in China where it's a whole nother forest down up in there, bro. Antarctica, hey, check it out. The Transformers movies, where were they? What did they show in the first one? Antarctica, big ass, where they found Megatron or whatever, frozen. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen some footage. It was like a military expedition, and sure enough, they found some big ass caves. You know what I'm saying? And some weird ass writing and stuff on wall. Man, something is Antarctica, the one area where the entire world has a treaty signed. Not everybody can go there. Hey, it might be. Some say the dinosaurs are still there. Whatever it is, it don't want to be found. It don't want to be bothered with. You know what I'm saying? Keep it beyond the ice wall until it's ready. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason that what's there is there. And it's probably for our benefit, or it's probably the key to our destruction. But hey, the people that's destroying us, they're the ones that's trying to rope this stuff off. That nobody want to let just regular people. What are they trying to keep from us? We've always been the biggest fear. I'm not talking about, the melanated beings and all this stuff. I mean, that's a whole different thing right there. I'm just talking about us, period, bro. Being, melanated, that's one thing. It's a certain, non-ether beings. That's a whole nother thing right there. Operation Paperclip. That's when they took all the scientists from the German scientists and brought them to the States. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They working on all kinds of stuff, bro. But the reason why I say it doesn't matter what you believe is because they believe it. So Hey, if you ain't got some belief, you better find some. You know what I'm saying? So better find it real quick. Because just like those worlds merging in those movies, Moonfall and all these different things, what it once took mushrooms and LSD and DMT and stuff to see, now people are start going to see it with their own very eyes as those worlds start to merge. Whether it's another damn planet, whether it's a damn spaceship, whether it's some otherworldly being, like that popped up in that Miami mall and other people seeing things. These are things that what's that paperclip TV shows? I ain't never seen the show. I didn't know it was a show. It's on Netflix. But that's what people are seeing right now. What people are seeing is what was been right around us the entire time. You ever been in a certain area where all of a sudden the energy is just crazy? You know, either everybody's having a good ass time or everybody's just fighting all of a sudden. I remember Prince said that in an interview. He was like, one day, you know, he's seeing the trails up in the sky and everybody in the neighborhood was just fighting and everything, man. Look around. You know what I mean? Look at how violent people are, bro. Look at how that no matter how much people call for peace, there is none. It ain't happening. You know, and that's why I spoke about the whole leaving the world behind in my last video I did last night, man. We gotta be ready we gotta be ready to let this go. Like Nas said, if heaven was a mile away, could you pack up your bags and leave the world behind? You know, we gotta let go of this, bro, because it's going. And you know, scripture say, you know, we will see things that men's heart will fail them from fear. People just drop. Project Blue. Yeah. Okay. Is it on Netflix? I'm gonna check it out. And you know, again, I felt compelled to talk about it. You know, I ain't, you know, no government insider, nothing like that. No flash of light hit me all of a sudden. I just feel my head vibrating, bro. And it's like, I gotta say it. You know? Oh, you watched it on the movie site? All right. Well, I'm gonna look it up. Project Blue Book. But this is what's happening, bro. Demons, grays, whatever you want to call them. Reptilians, I don't care. Call them what you want. They here. You know, and the people that serve them and serve their agenda, these rituals they do right in front of our face has brought them out. Enough blood has been spilled, enough energy has been given to their regions on this planet, on this plane, to bring them about. And now all is about to be revealed. And people are going to lose their minds. And I knew something was up. I remember my homegirl, Dominica, she used to work at O'Hare Airport. She told me about when that damn flying saucer appeared over O'Hare Airport. Now, you know, black folks don't play with nothing like that. We normally don't see nothing like that. When niggas from the hood, it's like, hey, man, it's a show on History Channel. All right, cool. That's even easier. You know what I'm saying? When niggas in the hood in New York City, in Chicago, my homegirl say, I saw it. We all saw it. You know what I'm saying? Normally we think, oh, that just happened out in the boonies. How come it's always somebody, you know, some country, this and that? They always the ones getting abducted and all that. Not no more. Motherfuckers in the hood and the projects looking up at the sky like, what the hell is that? Got their phones out. Bro, what's that? But it's this one chick online, man. Her name is The Real Kaya, I think. The Real Kaya. I know she got something on YouTube. She got a TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but The Real Kia or The Real Kaya, y'all probably heard of her. She broke this down, and I ain't never thought about it like this. She said, what if these ships and stuff, the ones that's hovering, they're the ones that's coming to help us, and we're being fooled into thinking that they're the enemy, because the enemy is already here. Hey, it don't matter if you don't believe. It believes in you. It's sure using you. In fact, that's why it's been pushed so much on this world to be, you know, to have no belief whatsoever. Everybody's religion, I ain't gonna say everybody, my bad. Let me go back on that. A lot of people's, their God is folded in their wallet. Their God is whatever designer store they like to shop at and show online. That's what they worship. That's what they've been pushed into worshiping. Anything outside of the five senses has been ridiculed by the very people who are serving something outside the five senses. And then they showing it to us, laughing at us. We can't afford to. And those, I'm not going to go on some crusade, be like, oh, I got to wake everybody up. Hey, just like every scripture, everybody works out their own salvation. Everybody, the information is out there. It's up to every single individual to make that choice. And the choice determines what side of the line you're going to be on when the ish really hit the fan. Are you seeing one for sure? Bruh, I work third, I'm outside, you know what I'm saying? I do security around these buildings. I'm constantly looking up in the sky, bro. All I've ever seen was like a meteorite, except for one time when I was on the Mediterranean, when I was in the Navy and I was on deployment, and me and my homeboy seen something. I don't know if it came out of the water and just zipped past, but me and him looked at each other and we didn't say nothing else about it. That was it. Cause I thought I was going, I'm like, hey, bro, you see, he was like, I saw it. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm going back inside. I'm done. And that was the first and last time. And that was back in like 99. You know what I'm saying? We was on our way to Europe somewhere. Or we was in the Mediterranean heading, we was heading from Spain going to Italy or something like that. I never seen nothing else like that in the sky, man. But my damn skin is damn vibrating, bro. Like something is here. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't make me feel afraid. I feel more energy. It's hard for me to sleep sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And my dreams are getting real vivid, And it's like, all right, what's going on? What's the purpose? Am I being activated? Am I being called? What's the purpose of this? You know what I'm saying? Where's my burning bush? I need answers, And maybe it just comes piecemeal, as it should be, I guess. Hey, can't take on too much, But I don't feel as limited as I used to. I ain't talking about like I'm gonna be the damn X-Men or something. I can, do all that, but I just don't feel as limited. I don't feel attached to this world. And that's why I put the video up that I did last night. But whatever it is, it's increased the negative vibrations tenfold, for a reason. It's getting heavier because it's going to get lighter. It's something trying to stop people from elevating, you know what I'm saying? And there's many names for them in order to get us going, to get us at each other's throats. And obviously it's working for a lot of people. Hey, man, I believe you, Harvey World. I believe you, And like I said, it's a lot of stuff on these videos that cannot be faked. There's a lot of fake ones out there. I don't care about Bigfoot. I don't care about that. And I tell you what, after watching enough stuff, my needle on my flat earth meter is starting to point toward flat earth a lot more. I ain't completely there yet, but it's moving. It's moving in that way, bro. Especially after the stuff I seen on Antarctica and all that. My needle is pointing in that direction, bro. And what's under the sea, I want to know. Especially when the one story to come out, I was thinking it was on History Channel, where the dude had the submarine, went underwater and found a whole nother lake under the ocean, bro. And he said when he tried to go in it, he bounced off of it. And then I seen this one where this dude, they was talking about mercury, and how important it is, and why they trying to get us away from it. But this guy had an anvil, bro. You know how heavy an anvil is. It's made of pure iron or steel. Why was it floating in mercury? He pushed it under the water and it popped, under the mercury, and it pops back up, floating. Might be able to explain those flying saucers, that technology and all, you know what I'm saying? Might explain why people was drinking mercury way back when, driving themselves crazy. Makes you wonder. You know, I ain't no scientist or nothing like that. But, you know, I wish I had some mercury to play with, see what's up, you know? That free energy that Tesla was trying to do, you know? They wanted to keep that from us. I think the ones that we seeing are here to help, you know? And the ones that don't want them to help are here trying to block it, trying to block the sun, trying to block those signals, trying to keep us from seeing what's really out there and what's really just hovering right above. And believe me, the ones that seen, they want to be seen. That ain't no mistake. The ones that seen want to be seen, trying to let people know, hey, we out here. It's not just in the movies. It's not a comic book. It's real. We're here. and then, you know, when you hear people, you know, these reputable folks talking about, you know, oh, these beings that come out of these cigar-shaped ships look like tall African Americans. Whoa, what? I'm sorry, what? Really? Oh, you mean those same images that, like, you know, Dr. Malachi York drew, you know, things like that? Okay. There's a reason why, you know, certain things were suppressed. You know, why our presence was suppressed throughout history, whether it be Russia, China, anywhere, it was suppressed. Now we know. Now we know it's coming out. So maybe that's why I'm starting to feel so excited, so elated. Why, you know, it's hard for me to sleep sometimes. But forget about who, you know, it don't matter if you don't believe. You know, I go back to that. In the forest in Peru, is something out there. Oh, man. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, you know. And then you have people that, you know, again, home videos, phone videos and stuff. People be out in the woods seeing all kinds of stuff, you know, look like little fairies and all this stuff. All the things that we thought was just fantasy, you know, little characters and things like that, gnomes and goblins and trolls and all these different things. But the strangest thing though was this vril. It's spelled VRIL. This little parasite, bro. You know, it was like, how did it bring it up? It was like, why is you know, you see all these presidents and stuff, they had these black eyes, and then they segued into the parasite, you know, and this is a real thing, you know, gets in the air, you know, it can get in your eye, you know, it wraps around your I forgot what you call it, the optic nerve or whatever like that, controlling the brain. Basically, it controls the host, you know, sort of like when they threw Neo on that table and had that thing going to his belly button type deal. You know, something like that. I'm like, bro. And it's like like 3 different kinds. The one they had on the camera, though, was a little red, little something, little parasite. And they out there. I'm like, hey, man, what the hell? Yo, our enemies are vast, bro. But there's a reason why we just haven't been completely taken over. You know, the human spirit, our soul, is powerful. And, you know, it may take some sweeping change, some huge wave of just consciousness, you know what I'm saying, just coming in that really makes people aware of that. You know, you look at these children now, you know, you might see them on YouTube, 13-year-old computer engineers and stuff. And, you know, geniuses coming out of nowhere. They may seem like geniuses, but at some time that was just par for the course. Now it's like, oh, wow, they're no, there's probably a whole lot of people like that. They just don't, you know, you don't hear about it. You know, eyes just being open, minds being open, pineal glands being opened. Anybody else feel that thud and that kind of that thud in the middle of their head? You know, it's like a pressure. What about when y'all sleep? You know, y'all feel that pressure and then you start seeing like shapes. That's what's been happening to me lately. When I close my eyes and I go to sleep and I'm laying on my back, my pineal gland, I feel like, okay, maybe it's just excreting some melatonin, you know what I'm saying? But I see a spiral, bro. It's always a spiral, and it's just going up in the air like something I could follow if I wanted to. I want to follow it, you know? And for a second, it feel like I'm kind of going that way, but then I come back. You know what I mean? But I see images, like shapes of faces and things like that. At one point, I seen like kind of like clouds. You know, like if you ever been on a plane, you know, and you bust through the clouds, and then you see the sun and everything. You look at that, you're above the clouds, and you see the sun, and it looks like that. That's what I've been seeing lately. So then I'm just like, whoa, how much farther can I go? You know, and if I go, do I want to come back? You know, hey, if heaven was a mile away, right? Leave the world behind. But yeah, I digress. Forget about I don't. It don't matter what you don't believe no more. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who don't believe what. It believes in you, and the people that serve it believe in it, and they giving power to it. Even if it was all their intentions and their energies that created it is here. And the result is in our faces. With every death, every murder, every child that's trafficked, every child that's you know, assaulted or, you know, scraped. I can't, obviously we can't say the words no more, you know. Everything that's exploited, every resource, all the stuff that's coming to light. It's like, is there a spot on this planet that's unmolested at this point? You know what I'm saying? With some kind of conflict or bloodshed or anything, all in the name of some, you know, cockamamie, you know, goal. Freedom, joy, you know, liberty and democracy and all this other crap, terrorism, communism, socialism, blah, 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 blah. But now let's bring it back closer to home. I talked about the powder keg in the last video, so y'all can check that out. I'm not going to repeat that whole thing. But y'all see what's going on with this election, right? Y'all see what's happening. They're trying to stop the front runner who basically running without even running. You know what I'm saying? And all they got, Vivek Ramaswamy already called out Nikki Haley as a BlackRock operative. She was broke, and all of a sudden she got money. And BlackRock is a Chinese company, and they're buying up a whole lot of real estate in this country, bro. This country is for sale. We know it's a corporation, so, you know, we ain't got to even go into all that. But it's here. The war is on our shores. It ain't hot here yet, but it's hot everywhere else. And you know, that genocide is going on in that certain region of the world right now, you know, in a certain strip of land that's claimed by some people who claim they are what they are, but they really not. They was called the synagogue of Satan. Currently getting their asses handed to them in that same strip while they indiscriminately bomb people and kill a bunch of children and stuff. Oh yeah, I seen the videos of them people, you know, in the Holy Land, and these holy people, these chosen people celebrating the death of other children just because they're Palestinian. They've been indoctrinated. It ain't their fault. You know, a lot of them, they just been indoctrinated from birth to hate each other, you know. But it's like, wow, y'all supposed to be these chosen people? And y'all living in an apartheid state, basically? Come on now. They're losing. And if y'all don't know about the Hannibal Doctrine, now we know what happened to some of those people were killed by Hamas, yes. But a lot of those soldiers, you know, the ones they won't release are soldiers. They're prisoners of war, even though they may be female. And a lot of those civilians were killed because they were taken with soldiers and they had a lot of intelligence. Hannibal Doctrine was enacted and they were killed by their own people, by their own military to keep them from talking. They got a whole lot of intel anyway. So that's why I mean, like one of my earlier videos that I did when the whole thing first kicked off, I did a couple of them on it about the propaganda, how every single channel is repeating the same thing. Oh, they killed these people. They executed these people. No, they didn't. Not all of them. Yeah, they killed some. They did. But the majority of them were killed they were killed by their own military. Hubris, man. Good old-fashioned hubris. But, hey, it had to come down sometime, right? They're going to lose. Whatever it is that our real enemies are trying they're going to lose, and they're losing. They're losing control of this. That's why it's going to hell in a handbasket. Heavy on the hell. What's that one song? It's the end of the world and you know it. And I feel fine. Hey, get your popcorn and your 3D glasses, bruh. Let's party. Why not? Because it ain't our end, it's theirs. I mean, maybe that's why I feel so excited, you know? But we need endurance. We need psychological endurance. We need spiritual endurance as well as physical endurance to be able to navigate through what's coming. There's going to be a lot of scared folks out there. So, you know, be willing to share if people have the question and, you know, you feel inspired to say, hey, I want to share. If they're asking, that means they want to know. It means the soul wants to know. The spirit is reaching out like, hey, man, what's up? What's going on? And you'll find yourself explaining something that you probably had no idea that you even knew. It's because our DNA can be literally read. We got stuff in our DNA that ain't been tapped into. That because of the changes that's happening, it's being tapped into right now. And we're able to just express things and talk about things and know things that we didn't even know we know. You know how they say, you don't know, you don't know. What Donald Rumsfeld say, known unknowns and unknown knowns. It's known now. Damn, that was a tongue twist. I can't say that fast 3 times. But it's known now. That DNA, we're starting to, it's being unlocked for us. It's dormant for a reason. It was made dormant for a reason. And the ones who put it there and made it dormant saying, okay, time to activate. You know, like the Fifth Element or something, you know, put that stone in there and boom, all the lights cut on or whatever. Any kind of movie where you're seeing something, some kind of thing being put in something and activate something larger. It's happening. You know, that's where all these geniuses are coming from. And, you know, these people performing these superhuman feats all over the world and things. And, you know, it starts out small, of course, you know, from you know, small seeds, small acorns, large oak grows. It's growing. It's building. And more people are going to start to be called. You know, it sounds like sci-fi, but it's reality now. Of course, the people who are in charge of disseminating our information on our most trusted news sources will never say that. The people that do, well, they get fired and you got to listen to their podcast. Then they telling the real truth. And then even then, they might be a little censored depending on who they serve and who they work for, you know, and how much money they make and then if they want to keep that. You know, I know I want to check out this Andre 3000 album. This what is it? The Blue Hopi Star, something like that. I want to listen to that. You know. But yeah, that's it, man. That's all I want to touch on. That whole thing about just what we are, you know, what people who choose not to believe, but the result of others' beliefs who believe exactly what they don't believe is playing out right here in our faces. It's scary, yes. It's hard to deal with. You know, we feel that foot on our neck, but not for much longer. But just know that the ass whooping that's coming for the people is going to be 20 times worse for them. And the satisfaction is going to be 100 times much for us. Build all the bunkers you want, people. Throw your billions. You can't escape. You know? And, you know, the book that I learned from was, you know, Holy Bible or whatever. Didn't it say they're going to cry for the mountains? Please. They're going to hide in the mountains and pray for the mountains to fall on them to save them from the face. You know what I'm saying? Go into your mountains, hide in your bunkers, try to leave Earth and colonize someplace. Go ahead. Spend all your billions and your trillions and everything else. You think you're getting away? You cannot escape. Earth chakras. Yes. But, on a personal level, yeah, it's a lot of things we got to get right too. You know, just our not just our consciousness. We got our vices and things like that. Some of us might all of a sudden start having an aversion to meat. You know, y'all ever tasted some meat lately, and like you start eating it, or you might put it in the fridge, and then you take it out, you heat it up the next day, and you bite into it, and you just get this aftertaste in your mouth, and it just turns you off from it. Like you don't even want to eat it no more. Like, oh man, like what the hell is that? It's something ain't right, right? Is it the meat? Yeah, but it's also us, you know. And I don't mean going to just shock your whole system and just try to drop everything at once. You know what I'm saying? Say you've been vegan 4 months, best feeling in the world. I was vegan for a week, bro. And I gotta tell you, there was a difference. The biggest difference I seen is certain, like, animals didn't run from me. And that was just a week. You know what I'm saying? Animals did not run from me. They came to me, like cats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about like no deer or nothing like that. I ain't see that. But like little cats and things like that, they didn't, birds wouldn't fly away. You know what I'm saying? When I got close to them. It's like they knew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, have you experienced that? I'm gonna go for it though, man. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to do it, bro. Now, like, I know there's levels to it though. So, like, how vegan, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, how can I say it? How vegan can a person be? Like, you got to say, oh, I'm vegetarian, but like they still consume. I don't like milk, so I don't worry about no dairy and nothing like that. So, is it like strictly just like no dairy, nothing, not even fish? You know what I'm saying? How vegan should I go? Should I even leave fish alone too? Oh yeah. Yeah, that whole week that I didn't eat meat, bro, I felt wonderful. I can't even tell you why I went back to eating. I think I was just experimenting with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, just completely off of me. All right. But no fish either. Okay. Now, here's the thing though. The first time, like after that week, right? The first piece of meat I ate, I had went and got some grass-fed steak, right? I wanted to see what that was like anyway. I had never had grass-fed. It's definitely a different taste. Look at Oh yeah, yeah. They don't eat meat. Damn, you're right. And Harvey World, I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. This already been told to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Dr. Sebbies, I mean, all that. We already know, bro. It's just my own, my self-discipline, bro. I know if I when I know I can. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even say I can't. I know I can. You know? But yeah, even I had that grass-fed steak, dude, I felt like crap. I got a headache. My thinking, my brain felt foggy. I just wanted to sleep. I felt irritated. I felt agitated, everything. And it's like, you know what? You know how they say, well, they so-called try to kill these animals humanely because, it triggers the enzymes and fear and everything in them. And that's the state they die in. So when you consume it, you taking all that fear and stuff into you. So I felt agitated and angry and just everything. So I'm like, damn, even though it's a grass-fed cow, it knew it was finna die. And then I consumed it after a week of not eating meat. And it's like, damn, I think I felt everything that cow was feeling right before it died. That nice grass-fed cow. But bottom line, we ain't alone. Now we know we ain't alone. That means everything that you was taught not to believe it. For those who don't want to believe, it don't matter. Everything you don't believe in believes in you, and it's gonna show you. Says some animals have disabilities and people eat the meat and they wonder what. Yeah. And man, all the stuff that bruh, it's like, where do we turn, man? And this is why, like I said, you can't kill the human spirit, bro. And we're constructed to defeat a lot of things on our own, absent a lot of these medications and things like that. Otherwise we would have been drop dead. Because we know our water ain't healthy. We know the air ain't healthy. There's all kind of heavy metals in every damn thing, We could try damnedest, drink the distilled water to decalcify the pineal gland, but it's like, unless you go into the very damn farm and the source where you getting this stuff from, you truly don't know how organic something is. Some of this stuff is radiation treated, even if it says organic. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from all over the world, A lot of the stuff in the supermarket, that fresh food and that fresh produce, even the organic stuff that they charge more for. How the hell is it staying fresh that long in the first damn place? It's treated with something. We know that. You know what I'm saying? FDA don't got to tell you if it's GMO or not. Other countries do. Said, look what the most, yeah, prepare from lack of wisdom. It's happening. Been happening. So it's like, yeah, I know better, bro. I know better. I fell back. I don't know, bro, but I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that what do you call it? Just that vibration, bro. It's just like, when you feel like you're in a prison, and you just want to break out, That's what this feels like. That's, yeah, they call it, the noose is tightening. That's when every time I see something happen around this planet, I feel it's heavy for a minute, but then I let it go. You know what I'm saying? I used to take in information, man. I used to get so pissed off and so angry, but now I just get excited. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it ain't my problem. It's their problem. They're the ones that's trying to stop what's coming because they panicking, bro. Nah, it's our time. It's our victory. You know what I'm saying? Already been written. We've been taught not to believe it. You get ridiculed for believing that. But you throw some devil horns or something and motherfuckers like, oh yeah, he's cool, yeah. Come on now. There's a reason for that. We know who playground we on. And again, I'm going from the scriptures that I know. I don't know no other one. So like that, you know what I'm saying, where I can reference. So, who was cast down after the great war in heavens? You know what I'm saying? And been here ever since then. Let alone the books that was removed, Oh, everything was destroyed in the flood. So how come in the book of Enoch it said the Nephilim was in the seventh heaven in prison, happened to watch their generations die off for every watch their offspring off for generations forever until the end of time? And that means everything wasn't destroyed in the flood. That means the bloodlines of all those things that were supposedly destroyed are still here on this planet. And they were men of renown, as they say. Where would they be? You think men of renown are going to be eaten out of the dumpster, or are they going to be in the highest levels of government, highest levels of industry? Seemingly just, super intelligent, making decisions for the world. At their Bilderberg meetings, making decisions for the world, or their G20 summits, or whatever they call them now, Earth summits and all that. Who the hell are these people? Why do they look so weird? They I know one of the Rockefellers died. What was he, like 101? Have you seen Bill Clinton? You seen Hillary Clinton them lately? You seen how just dried up? Like, damn, like what are they holding on to? What are they afraid of? What are they, getting all these heart transplants stuff? What's going on? You know what I mean? And then, with the, I know they put a lot of chemicals in the food and the drinks and all that stuff, and all this uptick in ADHD and all these different things. But here's something else I'm wondering though, and this is what also this takes me to people those with special needs, right? And then you got the autistic people they're like geniuses on one end, but just a little off, right? Have you ever considered this? And we have a phrase for that. Oh, they've been touched by God. Touched special, and they've been touched. Maybe, just maybe, they're on a different frequency that doesn't fit with the frequency here. So yes, they do have a disconnect. So on this plane, they seem crazy. But in a different one, they're exactly how they're supposed to be, and they're completely normal. It's just that here, they can't really jive with what's going on here because they're not completely connected. So maybe they have been touched. Maybe they are gifted. Maybe they are special, but not special need. You see what I'm saying? The way the kids are and all these stuff, you know what I'm saying? We see it. And all of the stuff that they put in the prenatal care and the formula and everything is an attempt to try to suppress that. Or another way of looking at it is this is a result of that suppression. Either way, because if you look at it, think about it. When you see them out there, they just be kind of staring off in the sky, you know, just smiling and happy and all that. She is autistic and amazing. Exactly. You know, hey, we know Rain Man. We seen Rain Man. You know, there's all kinds of autistic kids, you know, that do wonder, you know, just amazing things. Give them this medicine. Give them this pill. Give them this. Suppress it. Suppress, 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 suppress. Not heal. No, let's treat it. Anybody that can heal something ends up dead. Dr. Sebi. I don't know, bro. My body's vibrating like crazy, bro. I feel like I'm all over the place, but I don't. You know what I mean? So if I sound kind of scattered, y'all let me know, bro. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of scattered right now. But I think I did, you know, hit the point of the title of the video. At least I did stay on that for a while. I think I'm just kind of going right now, you know, because you know, I see feedback. Harvey World rocking with. Oh, damn. On my phone. Hold up. I've been covering up the camera because I really don't care. Y'all already know how I look, so I got plenty of videos of my face showing, so it ain't like I'm hiding. I just want to talk. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk. Let me see here. All right, there we go. But yeah, man, I mean, even though the Bible is mixed up with truths and untruths, you know, and a lot of truth been taken out, you know what I'm saying? It's truth in there. That's our story. That's our history. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? We already know that now. You know, and I think a lot of people are just looking for, again, they're looking for like just to wake up one day and, oh, wow, boom, hey, all of a sudden, hey, we're special. We got special powers and this. No, it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. It's in our DNA. That kingdom is in you. You know what I'm saying? We're it. It comes when we come of that proper age, the spiritual age. And the DNA is waking up. And everything they try to do is suppress it. Especially when it comes, you know, okay, I got to be careful with this because I already know. I know the rules. So I'll say this in this way. A certain thing that was mandated that came in a tube and a needle on the end of it that you had to get 3 of them and carry a card around for, you know, that thing, that candy that they was giving out, that stuff. What you think that was for? mRNA? What is it? I don't, you know. What the hell is that? And now the truth has come out now, you know. So there's a lot of people that's probably panicking like, oh crap, what the hell? And what do they say? What did they say? What did they convince everybody of? Oh, who did they? Okay, everybody was targeted now. But think about this. Oh, the black people in the inner cities are more at risk. Why focus on us so much? Why focus on us? What are they trying to suppress? Yeah, let's make it a race issue. That'll get them to go. Now, everybody getting it now. You know what I'm saying? People of all, you know, ages, races, and all that stuff. So I ain't, but why that? Why turn it into that? Good man, Harvey. Good man. Me either. You know? And I tell you this, my mother did. Got the booster. Wait. All right, I'm gonna tell you this. All right, my mother, my mother got it. You know. Now I tell you this, my mother, she ain't been well, and last year. Now she like 74. She's always been a highly energetic, lively woman, bro. And then that crap comes out. It comes out. She gets it, okay? And then all of a sudden, she gets found on the floor 3 days later by a relative of mine. I go to Chicago, and it's like she ain't even there. It's like I'm thinking she had a diabetic coma or something, bro. Ain't nothing never been wrong with her, ever, until after she got that. And now they talk about dementia, possible dementia, and all that. They don't even know what's going on, bro. They took her up to Loretta Hospital. I was up there at the hospital with her. You know what I'm saying? And it breaks my heart. You know what I'm saying? When I was the baby at one time, and she was cleaning my mess up. Because I wasn't potty trained and stuff. And then here I am cleaning her up the same way. And she couldn't, because those bastards wasn't helping, because they gave her the swab and it came back positive. Okay. And she was already V'd up. Had her card in her little purse and everything. I showed it to him. How's she still positive? I ain't never had it. I wasn't worried about it. I was a frontline worker this whole time. Been around thousands of people in DC and all this stuff at different rallies and all that. Ain't never had a sniffle. Now I'm in this hospital. They quarantined us, bro. We couldn't even get no help. They put a little purple piece of circular tape on the window, closed that door, and they quarantined us in there. I was able to come and go, but no doctors really wanted to come in there. And they're like, you should go I'm like, man, I don't care about that, bro. I ain't worried about that. Why y'all not up in here helping? That's how I got it. I took care of her up in there, until they was ready to transfer to the different side or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Half the time she was in there was because she was quarantined because of that. They waiting for results. It came back positive twice, and then finally came back negative. Now, I know they also put it on those damn swabs too. And you know what I'm saying? But like I said, our DNA, our blood is different, bro. So I ain't worried about nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I've had that. And it came back. I've had it. I've had the vid, okay? It wasn't nothing but, hell, it wasn't even, it was like a chest cold. I just hawk up and spit a little bit, boom, and I'm on my way. A couple of pills of vitamin B, B vitamins, and some orange juice and stuff. Knocked it right out like that. As well as my household. Because everybody popped up on them little home tests or whatever. Everybody had positive, 2 lines. Gave everybody B vitamins and all that. Boom. Done. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't nothing but it was like a chest cold. Hot spit, boom. I'm like, damn, I had the flu worse than that, bro. That wasn't even worse. That wasn't even like the common cold. So what was all the other stuff for? What the hell were they putting in people? All right, I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm gonna stop talking. But y'all know where that. You know what I'm saying? I just had to share that story. What did they do? And what's the result of it? I don't know. I mean, I ain't gonna go as far as it's gonna trigger a zombie apocalypse or something, but we may never know. But I know that before that crap, my mother was the most lively, energetic person. I never seen her move so slow. I never heard her talk. I mean, I'm pissed, bro. I am pissed. But hey, it is what it is. She's still around and kicking. We talk and all that. So, I me and my middle brother. I got 2 other brothers. You know what I'm saying? My middle brother. I'm the youngest. We be on that. You know what I'm saying? He got me. He the one who got me my consciousness open a long time ago. Since I was like 12, 13 years old, I used to read his books. You know what I'm saying? Behold the Pale Horse and anything else he might have had. So I was always into that. And I used to take that information in. Never knew if it was going to be useful or not. Didn't even know if I could retain it. And stuff just be spilling out my mouth now that I read way back in the early 90s. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is something right here. You know what I'm saying? Wait, is it still going? Okay. All right. Damn, it's already been an hour or something, bro. See what I mean? Time don't even feel the same no more, do it? Anybody still with me? Anybody still with me? All right, still got 2 people with me. Yo, time ain't even the same no more. Time don't feel the same. I didn't even realize I was talking over an hour, bro. It's not that time is, you know, because we used to have a different kind of calendar before we had this. Well, we had the Gregorian calendar. Now we got the Julian calendar based off of Julius Caesar. Oh, well, I'm going to make my own calendar. Who the hell? These are people, you know, this is how we run our time, but time is time. All right, we do it how we do it here. You know, this is what we know, okay? This is the B system. This is the system that we roll with, okay? Big deal. But we also know that just like when you take a bicycle wheel and you spin it slowly, you can see the spokes. But then when you spin it fast, you no longer see the spokes anymore. And then you spin it so fast, it look like the damn wheels just, you know, you look at the spokes, it look like they're going backwards. It's spinning so fast. That's just how other beings vibrate, vibrating faster. You can't even see them. That's why we vibrate faster and time moves faster. We're still here, but our perception, how we see things. I didn't realize he was even an hour. I thought I was talking for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes already, bro. It's been over an hour. And they say time flies when you're having fun. You see that? Because you're vibrating higher. You're enjoying yourself. Oh, man. Or, you know, whether you're playing a good game of basketball and you're in the zone, or you just having a conversation with you and 2 other people, y'all sitting around just vibing, y'all talking and stuff, and y'all feeding off each other, that energy transference, and you look up and the damn sun coming up. You're like, damn, bro, it's been like 6 hours. I ain't even noticed. That's what positive vibrations, high vibrations do. We move faster. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's the job of these false custodians of this planet to make sure that you vibrate as low as possible by giving you the most negative crap to see on your TVs, the most negative crap to listen into through your ears. They're going to promote the worst things, the most evil things. Why you think all this Illuminati mess and all this stuff is coming out? They want it there. They want it there so people can gravitate to it. And what it's going to do? People just walking around every day. Oh, man, this and that. Illuminati this and that. You're getting angry. That's what they want you to do. They want you to vibrate lower so they can take over your soul. So they can take over your mind. So you can be a vessel. Let alone they killing any belief in any kind of higher thing. But they're pushing the belief on everything that the higher beings or the higher beliefs go against. How they gonna believe in one and not believe in the other? People can believe in the devil worship and the Illuminati and all these other things, all these different things, but say, oh, I don't know about that stuff up there. What the hell? One can't exist without the other? Male can't exist without female. Female can't exist without male. No yin, no yang, no yang, no yang. What the hell? If there's one side, then there's another side. And there's one side that's for and one side that's against. They pushing all this stuff. It goes back, that interview that Tupac was talking about when he said he was in jail and people talking about Illuminati stuff, and he like, how you know about it? Who told you about it? You up in jail like me. How the hell you talking about some damn Illuminati? Who put this stuff out? Because they wanted it to. Because they knew that the people of the earth was primed and ready. We've killed the belief system. We've killed your prayer in school. We've killed any outward expression of it. And we've watered down all these so-called churches, these lukewarm churches, as they say in the Bible. They already knew. These charismatic preachers, these T.D. Jakes and Kenneth Copelands and all these Joyce Myers, we know how fake they are. With their tax-free private jets to get away from demons, as Kenneth Copeland says. Get your... And then the rest of them, you see how they getting exposed? Because they boyfriends exposing them. Pay me or I'm going to tell your wife. Y'all probably seen that video the most recently. You know? Or they touching on some little kids or something. Twisted. And these shepherds? Hell no. Oh, they shepherds, all right, but they shepherd you in the other direction on purpose. But the exposure, it's there. The unlifting, the unveiling, the apocalypse, the revelation is here. It's happening. These are interesting times we're living in. But there's a reason that this stuff is being pushed Now you can't. Hell, you might take a picture, scratching your eye because something in your eye, and somebody gonna be say, "Oh, look, you're doing one eye symbolism," because now they got your mind focused on it. A symbol can go either way. It can be good or evil. It's the intent and the user, the practitioner, how they use it. So guess what? If the first thing that's on your mind is devil and evil and all that stuff, when you see something, guess what? They already got you, because your mind is going to be continually on something like that. Illuminati this, Illuminati that. It's there, yes. Don't get me wrong. Not discounting it. They want you to focus on it. So that, oh man, something's behind every blade of grass or something, you know. Evil, 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 evil. Guess what that's do? It lowers your vibration. And what happens when you at work? You can't stand your job. You can't stand being in class. You can't stand this and that. You're vibrating lower. You're looking at the clock. It moves slower. Like they say, watch water don't boil. Eventually it's gonna boil, but it seems like it takes longer. When you stop paying attention to it, it seems like the water stopped boiling all of a sudden. It's the same damn pot. It's the same water. It's the same damn eye on the stove and the same damn flame. Ain't nothing changed but your perception and what you choose to pay attention to and not pay attention to, and give your power and your mind power and your soul power over to. Hell, wow, whoa. Whew. That was a rush. Okay, my head just started buzzing real quick. All right. But that's what it is, man. Raise those vibrations. Don't let it all get to you. Yes, learn the information, take it in, but don't let it bring you down. Don't let others bring you down. And you'll see, you'll start detaching yourself. Like L.A. Capone said, separate myself. Because you'll just start seeing that, as the vibrations start to lift, some people will just be getting sick all the time. It's because they're no longer, the vibrations are raising. You start seeing people around you that's affected, just sick all the time, and just always low energy and negative and just contentious about everything, and you just like there's no upside to them. And you start feeling just like, you start pulling away from them and stop talking as much. And, you don't really want to be bothered. Like you feel happier when you're not around them. It's because your vibration is changing. Your vibration is raising, and you feeling in others who are going the other way. You want to pull them out of it. All you can do is talk to them and tell them, don't focus on it so much. But guess what? If they choose to, they're creating their own prison, and you can't break them out. Sorry. And it may be members of your own household. If you can't, hey, everybody got to work out their own stuff. But hey, if you got the information, share it. That way they can't say, I didn't know. You knew, but you chose not to adhere to it, And that's all the lower vibration stuff, the ego, the narcissism and things that just plagues this planet. How people are. Just like the Bible said, people become lovers of themselves. What do you hear all day long? I'm going to do me. I'm going to love me. Ain't nobody going to love me like I love me. Hey, there's nothing wrong with appreciating yourself and love, but just being so in love with yourself that you can't love nothing else. We are not meant to be singular beings. We're meant to be social creatures. You can't love somebody else until you love yourself. Yeah, heavy on the love yourself, because people get stuck in that part. And those people that talk like that really don't love nothing else but themselves. And you see it in how they treat others. It is what it is, man. So a line in the sand is drawn. And it reminds me of a very vivid dream that I had when I was, I was about 13, 12 or 13. And I told my mother about it. And I never forget this. That's how I knew that it was something that was meant for me to retain and remember. And that it was a message even from back then. And I'm going to share this dream. And then I'm going to get on off here tonight. Let me see. All right. Hour 14. All right, cool. I'm born on the west side of Chicago. Anybody know Columbus Park? Everybody ever been there? That's where the dream took place, all right? And it was over in that area where the lake is. And now we playing in this park and we in the lake and everything. And I remember people started panicking and they were like, it's in the water. And they started getting out. And I looked around, I'm in the water, I'm treading water, and I look around and I seen what, looked like a long, like it was scaled, like a dragon or something, like when it goes up and down, or a snake or something. It was something big that was in that water, and it went down, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh shit, I bounced. I get out the water, and right at that time, the lake, like where the lake runs through, it started splitting, you know what I'm saying? Like a crevice, you know what I'm saying? Not a sinkhole. It was a long crevice. And everybody that was on my side of that crevice, along with my mother, we were good. But the people that were on the other side, the top half of their body started bursting into flames. And so these people, they were all standing there. They weren't screaming or nothing. It's like they were getting ready for battle. And all we had was this big crevice in the ground in between us, keeping us apart. Behind them was that very dragon, or, serpent. It was a dragon that was behind all the people whose top half of their body was in flames. They had their fists balled up and their arms out like, what's up? And and their legs were just fine. Their legs were, you seen regular legs, but the top half of their body was flames, and this dragon was behind them, like their general getting ready to call them. And then all the rest of us were just regular folk, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with us. And I'm standing on the ground, we standing there, and we facing off at these people. I didn't look behind me, but I looked to the side of me, and I knew there was other people, and we all standing there like, we weren't scared. We just like standing there looking at them like, what's up, And it's like this crevice, like they couldn't cross it or something, like it was too deep and too wide for them to get to us, but they wanted us bad, boy. And this dragon was behind them that was once in the water, and I'm like, man, I'm glad I got out on this side. I don't know what would have happened if I got on that side. But my mother was in this dream as well, and she was standing right next to me, and I was holding her hand. Now, mind you, I'm like 12 or 13 at this time, so I'm a lot taller, but in this dream, I remember looking up at my mother as if I was like, a 2 or 3-year-old. And I remember she just looked down at me, and she said, this is what it was gonna, this is how it was gonna be. You know what you got to do, or and sort of like, what side, choose the right side. This day is coming. Like something like preempted something, and I'm like, whoa, I never forgot that dream. Still remember, it's just as vivid. Damn, I remember the colors and everything, bro. It's crazy. And then I think about that dream today. I think about it a lot and what it means. Like they say on the street, choose your side. Choose your side, y'all. And like I said, don't matter what you believe, they believe. And the things you don't believe in, they believe in you. And they want you. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Whoever came, what I'm saying, hit the likes, whatever. I don't, this ain't for no profit or that. So I don't, it is what it is. But, appreciate the likes and all that. Y'all be smooth, man. Hey, absorb as much knowledge as you can, and rest, and get out your popcorn and 3D glasses and enjoy the show, man. Y'all be smooth.